raising money for the Building Homes for Heroes, which build homes for the disabled vets who are coming home from the war. These vets need us. They're disabled, and it's so costly to build a home for them. And, you know, they need our help. They're not getting a lot of help from anywhere else. And there's so many of them coming back.
They came to me and asked me to host this event. I did work with Patty Brown. It was a pleasure to do something for Patty. He's a great guy. He's a great fireman.
We're honoring Patty Brown, which is really how Building Homes for Heroes started. I was in the search and rescue in 9/11. I'll always remember the thousands of emergency workers that were there trying to save lives, valiantly trying to save lives. I eventually broke down crying and made a promise to myself that I was going to do something for my country that made a difference. And that's Building Homes for Heroes.
It's incredible, particularly in the people in the Mineola area. They really go and they really feel for each other. They pull together, and that's true, I think, of everywhere in our suburban area, that everyone's a neighbor and they do anything to go and help someone out. A lot of them, when they get back home, can't even go and get through a doorway, whether it's with a wheelchair or getting upstairs. So that's why it's really necessary for communities to come together and provide them so they can go and come back to their communities and live in it once again.
We're now helped 5 soldiers and their families. We're talking soldiers that are blind, have severe burns on 60% of their body, soldiers that are triple amputees, or those that return home most severely injured.
Normally I lived downstairs when I was a kid, but they wanted to make the downstairs a separate apartment to give me some privacy from the rest of the house. They took out every single wall downstairs. They added an extension onto the house because normally the living room was upstairs and that's what we collected as a family, but they built an entire extension on the house downstairs that we could still hang out as a family, but then I wouldn't have to go up the stairs and down the stairs all the time. I'm so honored the amount of people that came out to contribute and show their support, and I'm especially thankful to Andy and his entire organization, the Building Homes for Heroes. They really are a very, it's hard to put into words the amount of awe and inspiring that this entire event has been, and I know that the community had support for the soldiers, but to actually see it come together and see it put together in an actual event, and that how beautiful the house is just, it's simply amazing.
One of the reasons we started Building Homes for Heroes was because we wanted to know the name, the faces. We wanted to know the family, their stories, their sons, their daughters, their relatives, their parents. We wanted it to be more than just giving money. We wanted it to be a story that we could live with for the rest of our lives. So it's Christmas, but in the real spirit of Christmas.